Live from the Crazy Mannequin podcast room. It's Saturday night. Sorry, you can stop.
No, I like that. Keep going.
I just had to get that out of my system.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, well, folks, if you can't already tell, we're a little on the edge today.
This is normal behavior.
A little more excessive than normal, perhaps. But we wanted to come on here and say that I have accepted a different job, and Jess cannot bear to carry on without me, at least for the immediate future. So...
Yeah. I mean, I'll manage eventually, but it'll take extensive therapy, and when you said I can't bear it, I do kind of just want to get a giant bear and put him in place of you and just continue on.
She has been crying for weeks. Oh, I'm not going to lie. No, I'm kidding.
Full breakdown.
I joke. But
the podcast is taking a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I just want to say I've had a fun couple of years doing this. We hope you've enjoyed listening to our thoughts and ramblings and random facts.
I mean, I've enjoyed it. It gives me an excuse to talk about Brandon Sanderson and weird animals, so I can't complain. It's been fun. I may be back as a guest if it starts up again. We don't know. But it's been a blast, and thanks to everybody that has listened.
Yeah, thank you all so much for checking us out every other week, and we hope that you've found some good new books as a result of our ramblings.
Editor Linda here, popping in to say that after this was recorded, it was decided that we will not be continuing with the podcast. So as a bit of a farewell, please enjoy this random selection of out-of-context one-liners and bloopers. And I want to say thank you as well. It's been a blast.
It's like every time I say forewarned is forearmed and forearmed is half an octopus. That's always in my head. I don't know why. That's just my default response. I'll be honest, it feels like this book was written by Bill Clinton to kind of go, see how hard I worked.
But the thing that bothers me about fantasy is that they make up words, and I don't know what they mean, and then I get confused.
Orcas are mean as hell. Pardon me. Orcas are mean. With that, let's move on to something that's a bit more interesting that we both might enjoy.
Yes.
Full disclosure, I have a very low caffeine tolerance, like nothing. So 2 cans of Coke and I'm ready to go. Like, I am climbing the walls. So
this book is not that long. Like, it's less than 300 pages.
Yeah, that's true too.
But it took me forever to read it.
I know. Not that it's a bad book.
No, it's not. It's just not. It's not as crimey as I want it to be.
I want a 19th century MacGyver. That would be hilarious. No, that is like, oh, she's wearing pants. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Can I see her ankles? Oh, I must have her. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. I made a ship in a bottle. It's got a full broadside of cannons.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Just random fact. It is quite a close family. Family. One of the family.
He seemed a little quirky.
He seemed like a psychopath that knew he was a psychopath and took to the woods because he figured it was better for everybody.
At least he was aware of that.
It's the 4th time I've dumped water on myself today. Good gravy, I've got a hole in my face. We've been at this too long. Yeah, you're gonna have to cut this out, Linda. Linda, feel free to edit this out. So, and this is very untasteful. Linda, feel free to cut it out. Linda, feel free to edit that out.
Yeah.
That might be a bit depressing for junior fiction. Sorry, Linda.
Sorry.
Seriously? The mugger would return you because you're annoying.
Bean and stick is not a dull dessert. It is delicious.
It is disgusting.
What?
I hate it. But when people describe meat as bouncy, I go, kangaroo. The most interesting thing thus far has been the fact that brides get sent off to their husbands with a casket.
Yes.
I'm like,
I know.
well, I'm not saying we're not capable of committing crimes, because we are.
The amount of time that you spend thinking about how to properly and effectively commit crimes, it's a little mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. Just disclaimer, I'm not planning on committing any crimes. It's handy to know.
Sure.
He's kind of, as he's going along, debunking the Untouchables movie. He's going, yeah, no, that's not what happened at all. Hi, my neighbor is disturbingly efficient at dismembering bodies. Oh, how do I know? Because she dismembered my husband. Hang on! My. This explains why I've developed the way I am as a person.
I did think it's rather bold to dig a grave for somebody who's not dead yet. I'm like, this guy's got some moxie.
If you look at it, you'd think it'd be about a giant hand, a lizard, and a fairy. Write that book. That sounds fun. I hate every single character in this book.
Yeah.
They are all horrible people.
I don't think you're supposed to like them.
Because if somebody said, hey, I got you a honey badger as a present, you'd go, oh, cool, a honey badger. And then you'd have this thing with claws.
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic.
No.
Honey badger steals a lion's kill. The lion walks away. Because it is not worth fighting the honey badger. A honey badger will kill a lion. Turns out Lizard's the main character now. I liked the monkey. He was a good monkey.
Is a high point for you?
Yes.
The monkey?
Monkeys are generally high points.
It's not nicknames, it's just this guy has a first name and a last name, but this guy only has a last name.
Forging his own knives and swords and making chainmail, spinning wool, camping, etc. If I were to write a book, I would full on nerd out like that. That's my problem. As long as it's not a murder mystery. What's the witch's name?
I don't know, the witch. What was her name?
I don't know, but I kept reading into xenophobia.
Zenobia.
Half my vocabulary is very obscure references. Ignore it. Just pretend it didn't happen and move on.
I'm gonna guess 87.3% of the time at least.
Why does that not surprise me?
Because I'm me.
It's a way to escape. It's a way to experience things you wouldn't get to experience otherwise.
Like high school.
I got to experience high school.
Lady, you can't be that uppity about your own ethnic food while completely disregarding the rules of someone else's ethnic food. Like, some of the points that the cops came up with, I'm like, are you dumb? Because you seem kind of dumb.
That's why they need the amateur sleuths to solve the crime for them, because
they're even dumber. He's rich. There's assassins for hire. Some people have an entrepreneurial spirit, Janine. Easy breezy, everything will work itself out. Yeah, it will, because your father's paying for it.
Okay, we get it. You don't like Harry Potter.
That guy, just being incinerated is not enough. Little pieces first, and then incineration.
Yeah.
Yep. Kebabbed.
Yes.
Maybe this book is just one big nightmare.
That, I'm like, nope. No.
That's your vibe.
Yes.
Totally.
Sarcastic and snarky is what I live for.
The scandal was not scandalous.
No.
At all. I was very disappointed in that. I was like, that's it?
I smiled a few times. But that's all you got out of me. My brothers are married. If I found out one of their wives was cheating, I wouldn't be like, well, I guess I'll just have to murder them and spare him the pain. Sounds like you guys maybe need to go to therapy.
We've all had too much caffeine, I feel like.
You could tell he was young when he wrote it, because there's a distinct vibe of, I'm going to try this at home. I might be wrong. I could be reading her entirely wrong. She's been unconscious for the entire book, so I don't know. I don't totally remember who you are, but why are you dead now? I like a good villain. He's not. He's a pathetic villain. Pink might literally mean hot pink. I mean, hot pink pirate would be hilarious. I'm fabulous.
Yeah, sweet.
Just because I help you bury a body just means I'm very helpful, not that I love you. Like, I'm just Canadian. I can't say no.
Too polite.
Hitchhiking? I was expecting. Psychics. The amount of psychics in this book.
Right?
Pushkin can push off. I would like to push him in the hole. Kate is also the one that said, why don't you just leave? Run away so no one kills you. And he went, I can't.
Rather than just like breaking up with a guy,
Right.
you're like, I'm just gonna kill you so that you can't leave me first.
Single is an option, people. Stab me if you want to, but at least my conscience will be clean. Basically, I'm suspicious of everyone.
You are.
It's not like he's going, and then this happened, and then there was a murder, and stabby. At least Lord of the Rings is good. When I was growing up, it was Twilight. And there's no excuse for that. Pictures of him everywhere, upside down, after he was shot. And they're like, can you identify this man? No, he's upside down and dead. Giraffe babies fall 6 feet when they're born. Welcome to the world. It sucks.
Am I gonna have to read more of these books?
Yes.
Oh, man. It's too many books, not enough time. I need a sabbatical.
Linda, just have fun editing that. Good luck.
Yeah, so thanks for everything and
Goodbye and good night.